40 years ago this week, I won the 1985 Scripps National Spelling Bee. It was a big deal for this skinny 13-year-old 8th grader, but it was an even bigger deal for my community because I was the first Indian American champion. I guess I started something because since then, 30 Indian Americans have been winners. I'm Balu Natarajan, and I am a speller.
More than just being a cool icebreaker at dinner parties, winning the 2006 Bee has meant so much to me. The week after, I got to meet Jimmy Kimmel on his TV show and President and Mrs. Bush at the White House. A month later, my hometown even threw a big parade in my honor. I'll never forget any of it. I am Carrie Close-Garano, and I am a speller.
Being the 2021 Bee champion was the biggest thing that happened to me in my life. It's opened so many doors and allowed me to become a New York Times bestselling author. I'm 4 books in and only 18 years old. And while winning the Bee was amazing, I am just getting started. I'm Zaila Avantgarde, and I am a speller.
I'm Paul Leffler, and I'm a speller, too, on that stage before any of these competitors were born. Look at me now, huh? This is fun, hosting the 100th anniversary, the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. Welcome, everybody. Our countdown has begun. Pretty soon, we're going to find out who will be the next Bee champion. We'll get started in a moment, but first we have to meet some of the key players who make it all happen. Starting with our head pronouncer, the 1980 champion, Dr. Jacques Bailey. Dr. Bailey, you sure you got enough words to challenge these 9 spellers?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of words.
Surprise, surprise. Right next to him, Dr. Brian Sietsema, our associate pronouncer. Quite a road it's been to get here, hasn't it, Brian?
It has been, Paul. I'm here to help our centennial spellers show the world their etymological erudition.
Etymological erudition. Don't try to spell it. And of course, keeping the dreaded bell ringing only when necessary, which it hasn't been for these 9, head judge, as she's known, or the bell lady sometimes, Mary Brooks. Mary, 100 years, you've been here for more than half of them. I'm guessing you're good to go this year.
I am so good to go. I am so excited to be here and to have over half of those 100 years behind me and looking forward to what's ahead of me.
Amen to that. 11 million spellers began this journey months ago. Now we're down to 9. Just 9 left to become champion. It's the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Okay, here we go.
I-O-N.
It really is impressive.
That is correct.
That's what clay players do. What a performance.
You're destined for great things.
242 spellers came here to our nation's capital. They competed through our preliminary rounds, the quarterfinals, and the semifinals. And now it all comes down to the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee. Let's take a brief look at how they got here.
We meet again.
Yes.
How are you, Faison?
I'm good. How are you?
You ready for this word?
Sure.
Hello, Aishwarya. Your word is symbranchia. It's diplospene, beretter, comprador.
May I please have all the information?
May I have the origin? Are there any alternate pronunciations?
This is an adjective.
C-O-T-T-I-A, symbranchia.
E-N-E, diplospene.
I-O-N, corrasion.
Q-U-E-R-N, corn.
That is correct.
Thank you.
M-A-S-H-L-U-M, mashlum.
That is correct.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yes! Thank you so much.
So let's get things started. We're going to go right to the stage, and our first speller of the evening, Isha Marapudi from Phoenix, Arizona. Isha is a 13-year-old 7th grader from Basis School, a charter school specializing in STEM in Chandler.
Hi, Isha.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
It's good to see you again.
You too.
Isapag.
Isapag. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's just Isapag.
Isapag. May I have the definition, please?
An equiglacial line on a map or chart that connects the points where ice is present for approximately the same number of days in winter. Isapag.
Isapag. May I have the language of origin, please?
It's made from Greek parts.
Isopag. Does this come from Greek iso, meaning equal?
Yes.
Isopag. May I have the part of speech, please?
Noun.
That root is spelled
Can you
differently
repeat
than
the
the word
word,
ice.
please?
Isopag.
Isopag. May I have the definition again?
An equiglacial line on a map or chart that connects the points where ice is present for approximately the same number of days in winter. Isopag.
Isopag. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Isopag.
Isopag. Isopag. I-S-O-P-A-G. Isopag.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Well done, Isha. That's her father, Sri. She's the only one of these 9 who hadn't made it to Washington before, but boy, has she had a strong showing. Here's Oliver Halkett from
Howdy,
Los
Oliver.
Angeles.
Corbicula.
Corbicula. All the information, please.
Corbicula is a noun from Latin. A corbicula is a smooth area on each hind tibia of a bee that is edged by a fringe of stiff hairs and serves to collect and transport pollen. It's also called a pollen basket. Corbicula.
Corbicula. Does this come from corba, Latin basket?
You're on the right track.
Thank you. Okay. Corbis, Latin basket?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Corbicula?
Corbicula.
Corbicula. That's the only pronunciation, right?
That's correct. Corbicula.
Corbicula. C-O-R-B-I-C-U-L-A. Corbicula.
That is correct.
Yes.
You never have to wonder if Oliver studied the word before. His parents, Richard and Elizabeth. See him move on to the next round. Now Sarvadnya Kadam from Visalia, California.
Hi.
Third trip here.
Howdy. How are you, Sarvadnya?
I'm doing good.
Dolabrate or dolabrate?
All info, please.
Dolabrate and dolabrate are the 2 pronunciations. Dolabrate is an adjective from Latin. It means shaped like the head of an axe or hatchet.
Could you repeat the definition, please?
Shaped like the head of an axe or hatchet.
Could you repeat the word?
Dolabrate, dolabrate.
Dolabrate. Could you repeat the word one more time?
Dolabrate, dolabrate.
Just the first one, please.
Dolabrate.
Dolabrate. Dolabrate. Does this come from Latin dolabra, meaning like axe head?
You're on the right track.
Could you repeat the word one more time?
Dolabrate.
Dolabrate. This is an adjective?
Yes, it is.
Dolabrate. Yeah. Could you repeat the word one more time?
Dolabrate.
Dolabrate. Dolabrate. Dolabrate. D-O-L-A-B-R-A-T-E. Dolabrate.
That is correct.
So Sarvadnya advances. Last year he went out on the word platinus. He said it was his nerves that got him, so his big focus since then has been on his composure. Could you tell? Wow.
Hi,
Now
Dr.
here's
Bailey.
Sarv Daravne,
Howdy, Sarv.
our youngest competitor, just 11.
Ethology or ethology.
Ethology, may I please have all the information?
Certainly. Ethology is a noun from Greek-derived Latin. Ethology is the scientific study of animal behavior, especially under natural conditions.
May I please have the sentence?
Jane Goodall, famous for her work studying chimpanzees in the wild, has a PhD in ethology.
Ethology, does this come from the Greek ethos, meaning morals?
You're on the right track.
Does this come from the Greek ology, meaning study of?
I don't see that given as a root here.
Okay. Ethology, could you repeat it one more time?
Ethology, ethology.
Ethology. Ethology. E-T-H-O-L-O-G-Y. Ethology.
That is correct.
Thank you.
And that's how words are built. Recognize the root. We are 4 for 4. What a roaring start here in the 2025 finals. So 4 have spelled, 5 still to go when we come back. You're watching the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee presented by Walmart.
The
the Scripps National Spelling Bee, presented by Walmart. Get your prescription delivered in as fast as an hour with Walmart Express Delivery.
Record crowd on hand, and joining us here to watch the action, 2022 champion Harini Logan and 2023 winner Dev Shah. Welcome back to both of you, two of the 42 past champions who are here. And you two both remember this format where you're waiting around all day for the finals. So what's it like for those 9 on stage right now?
I think it's definitely nerve-wracking. That anticipation that one of us is going to leave as the champion with that trophy is just absolutely electric.
What do you remember, Dev?
Part of me is nervous. I know millions of people are watching me, but part of me is also excited because I know I'm one of the best of the best.
They sure are, and let's get back to the action. You know, Harini and Dev both started their spelling journeys in their local schools, I think, right?
Yes.
Maybe before that? Yeah, no, that's right. And speaking of local schools, how about this new initiative to create free access to the Bee for all Teach for America Title I schools? The Bee Leave program, it was launched this year in partnership with the Scripps Howard Fund. And here's how it works. You just scan the QR code on your screen or pull out your phone, text spelling to 50155, and you can donate. And this is the best part. With a generous matching grant from the Adam R. Scripps Foundation, your gift right now is going to get doubled. So if you give $100 for this 100th year of the Bee, that's going to double to $200, which fully covers the enrollment cost of one school for the entire year in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. We're all in this together. And now let's go back to the stage. And our next speller, you just got a little taste of who she is, Harini Murali, here in Washington for the 4th time.
Hi, Harini, welcome back. Bibliognost.
Bibliognost, can I have the language of origin?
A bibliognost is formed from originally Greek parts. Bibliognost.
Bibliognost, does this come from the Greek biblio, meaning book?
Yes.
Does this come from the Greek gnosos, meaning knowledge?
You're on the right track.
Bibliognost, can I have the definition?
A bibliognost is one who has comprehensive knowledge of books.
Bibliognost, can I have the part of speech?
Noun.
Bibliognost, can I have the... Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one, bibliognost. It's a noun from originally Greek parts.
Okay. Bibliognost.
She says words with Greek and Latin roots.
B-I-B-L-I-O-G-N-O-S-T. Bibliognost.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Harini says Greek and Latin root words are her favorite kind of words. Her brother on the right there, Navneet, finished as high as 5th. Might have won it all in 2020 if COVID hadn't canceled the competition. Here's Brian Liu from New York.
Howdy, Brian.
Hi.
Infula.
Infula, may I have the definition?
An infula is a fillet of red and white wool worn in ancient Rome as a token of religious consecration or inviolability.
Infula, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's just infula.
Infula, may I have the language of origin?
It's from Latin.
Infula, may I have the definition again?
An infula is a fillet of red and white wool worn in ancient Rome as a token of religious consecration or inviolability. The infula was often wrapped around the head and indicated the sacred or priestly quality of the person wearing it.
Infula, can you repeat the word?
Infula.
Infula. I-N-F-U-L-A. Infula.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Brian's parents are here and his grandparents visiting all the way from China here to cheer him on in Washington. Next we have Aishwarya Kalakuri, an 8th grader from North Carolina.
Aishwarya. Idempotent.
Idempotent. Can I have the definition, please?
Relating to or being a mathematical quantity which, when applied to itself under a given binary operation, like multiplication, equals itself.
Idempotent.
Idempotent.
Idempotent. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I have idempotent and idempotent.
Idempotent.
That should help.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's made up of Latin parts.
The definition has some clues here.
Could you repeat all pronunciations one more time?
Idempotent, idempotent.
That second pronunciation should clear up the schwa.
For sure. Idempotent. I-D-E-M-P-O-T-E-N-T. Idempotent.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Aishwarya making Carolina Panther Nation proud. They've had a speller in the finalists almost every year the last few years. Here's Akshaj Samasetti from Harrisburg.
Howdy.
Hello.
Gomphosis.
Gomphosis. May I have the definition?
A union or immovable articulation in which a hard part is received into a bone cavity, like the teeth into the jaws. Gomphosis.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Gomphosis.
Gomphosis. May I have the part of speech?
Gomphosis is a noun.
Can you repeat the pronunciation?
Gomphosis.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Gomphosis.
Gomphosis.
Its
Gomphosis.
Greek influence should give
May I
away
have the
the
definition
pH.
one more time, please?
A union or immovable articulation in which a hard part is received into a bone cavity, as the teeth into the jaws.
Can you repeat the word one more time, please?
Gomphosis.
Gomphosis. G-O-M-P-H-O-S-I-S. Gomphosis.
That is correct.
Thank you.
What a round. His mom swabbing the please. So are his cousins watching in New Zealand right now. I guess it's tomorrow there, isn't it? Here's
Howdy, Dr.
Faison
Reed.
Zaki,
Howdy
last year's
ho.
runner-up.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. Politique.
Politique, can I have all the information?
Yes, politique is a noun. It's from a word that went from Greek to Latin to French. Politique is one of a group of French moderates in the 16th century religious conflicts holding national unity of greater importance than the absolute predominance of a single sect, and advocating religious toleration as the policy of the government. Opposed to the persecution of Protestants, William the Silent became an outspoken politique, raising a loud voice against the Spanish king. Politique.
Could you repeat the language of origin?
It's from a word that went from Greek to Latin to French.
Now,
could
even
you
though
repeat the
it's
word?
French, it does come from Latin,
Politique.
and that should give
Are there
away.
any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Politique.
Politique. P-O-L-I-T-I-Q-U-E. Politique.
That is correct.
Thank you.
So the first round of the finals complete, and we have not heard the bell. Harini, Dev, you've both been through this before. Sometimes you have a round like that and it feels like the calm before the storm, or maybe hear the buzz before the swarm. What should they be prepared for moving forward?
I think it's always really important to take it one word at a time, especially when you're in the final rounds of the National Spelling Bee. I think the most important thing, especially for the spellers on stage, is to take a deep breath and keep themselves calm so that they can go into the next round with the same mindset.
How did you stay calm, Dev?
My advice would be to continue taking deep breaths. Anytime I got up to spell, I would take a deep breath and calm down and say, "Hi, Dr. Bailey." And having a ritual like that can help keep you calm.
His face is pretty calming, isn't it? And his voice is very soothing. A lot of our viewers know that. You know, that was the first time we've had a perfect round in the finals since 2019. Let's see if they can back it up with another stellar round. Thanks again, Dev Shaw, Harini Logan, two of our past champions with us here in Washington. So next up, we have another round of the finals. We have 9 that started tonight. We haven't heard the bell, so 9 are still going. You don't want to leave us. The Scripps National Spelling Bee continues right after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Pilot Pen. Only friction erasable pens write smoothly and erase cleanly.
Oh, it sure wasn't. You never know what's coming. From hidden talents to not so hidden talents. We're back here with you now live at the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee. And next, we're going to move beyond spelling for a round to the vocabulary round, because after all, How much power does a word really have if you don't know what it means? This round will go super quickly. Each speller only has 30 seconds to choose from a multiple choice selection in terms of the meaning of that word. Get it right, you stay in, miss it, and that bell's gonna ring. It didn't ring last round, so let's see what happens here. Back to the competition now. Again, it's Isha Marapudi from Arizona. First to get vocab in the finals.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Vasodilator. What does a vasodilator do? A, disinfects open cuts and wounds. B, maintains consistent body temperature. C, widens passageways of blood vessels.
A vasodilator, C, widens passageways of blood vessels.
That is correct.
Thank you.
It's something she may prescribe someday because she wants to be a doctor and a singer-songwriter. You can find her on YouTube
Hi, Dr.
performing
Bailey.
originals.
Howdy, Oliver. Gerontocracy. Who is in charge of a gerontocracy? A, technical experts. B, religious authorities. C, a group of elders.
C, a group of elders.
That is correct.
Thank you.
He's really into politics, wants to be Secretary of State someday, so that was a breeze for Oliver. Now Sarvadnya, who always sticks those hands in his
Howdy.
pockets.
Hi.
Cool as a cucumber.
Dyslogistic. If a statement is dyslogistic, it is A, uncomplimentary. B, fanciful. C, inquisitive.
Could you repeat the question?
If a statement is dyslogistic, it is A, uncomplimentary. B, fanciful. C, inquisitive.
If a statement is dyslogistic, it is A, uncomplimentary.
That is correct.
Thank you.
May have caused his parents, Sandhya and Jitendra, to be a little nervous there, but once again, he pulls it through. Here's Sarv, our 5th grader from Tucker, Georgia.
Hi. Hyaline. If something is hyaline, it, A, is pleasingly calm. B, lasts for only a moment. C, resembles glass.
If something is hyaline, it's C, resembles glass.
That is correct.
Thank you.
He knows his roots. His dad, Shailesh, is having such a fun ride with Darv here. And now Harini.
Hi, Harini. Jeremiad. A Jeremiad is A, an architectural support. B, a complaint marked by deep misery. C, a wide selection of offerings.
A Jeremiad is B, a complaint marked by deep misery.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Vocabulary, a real strong suit for her and her family. Her brother there, Navneet, even wrote a book about it for other spellers to use to study. Now here's Brian Liu again.
Howdy, Brian.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Cerulean. If something is cerulean, it A, requires great strength to overcome. B, is the blue color of the sky. C, resembles the blade of an axe.
If something is cerulean, it is B, the blue color of the sky.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Probably somewhere on that hoodie of his. So boy, what a night. Haven't heard the bell yet. Aishwarya is next.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Aishwarya. Innominable. If something is innominable, it is A, incapable of being named. B, easily discoverable. C, meriting hatred or scorn.
If something is innominable, could you read the word one more time?
Innominable.
Innominable. If something is innominable, it is A, incapable of being named.
That is correct.
Thank you.
It sure is. Aishwarya describes her time at the B these last 2 years as an exhilarating experience. Akshaj.
Hi, Akshaj.
Hello.
Imbroglio. What is an imbroglio? A complicated situation. B, a group of men. C, a stone carving.
Can you repeat the word?
Imbroglio.
Can you repeat the choices?
What is an imbroglio? A complicated situation. B, a group of men. C, a stone carving.
An imbroglio is C, a stone carving.
I'm sorry, Akshaj. An imbroglio is a complicated situation.
Akshaz, from your kindergarten spelling bee, where you started, you've made it to the national stage. And after tonight, you're going to have time to once again pursue those strategy games that you enjoy, possibly even putting chess back at the top of your list. I have no doubt, though, that whatever you choose to do, you're going to excel in all the endeavors that you undertake. Congratulations.
And just as they cheer for him here in our nation's capital, I know they're cheering loudly. Those equals at Mountain View Middle School in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Saw his mother swap, and she told me she loves how Akshaj is calm, mature, and focused. Great performance. Here's Faison.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Faison. Sapiens. Another word for sapiens is A, sacrifice, B, wisdom, C, compassion.
Another word for sapiens is B, wisdom.
That is correct.
Thank you.
No suspense with Faison. And no more vocabulary the rest of the night. It's just going to be spelling. So we've seen 9 spellers come up. Only 1 has heard the bell. So 8 are still in it. And you just saw him take care of vocabulary. You may remember him from such epic performances as last year's Spell-Off. He's Faison Zaki, and there's a lot more to know. Let's take a look.
Coterelo.
That is correct.
Yes! Thank you so much. I'm very excited. Definitely relieved because I really wanted to get to finals a second time since I got second last year. If I could be anybody in history, I'd want to be George Washington. He founded America, the greatest nation on earth, right?
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Chipotle. Real food made with just 53 easy-to-spell ingredients.
Welcome back to the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. And joining us for this 100th year celebration, another former national speller, Court TV's Julie Grant. Some of you didn't know that.
Little known fact about me, my friend. Great to be alongside you here, Paul, and among these remarkable children. They're so impressive. I tell you what, a lot of brain power in this room right now. I've been walking around and things are tense, have to tell you, but we expect that right at this point in the competition. So we know that from this point out, no more vocabulary. Thank goodness for that, I think. Let's head back to the stage now and see who our next speller is.
You just got a little piece of her personality. Isha Marapudi, 7th grader.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Howdy, Isha. Aeromorphosis.
Aeromorphosis. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I have aeromorphosis and aeromorphosis.
Aeromorphosis. May I have the definition, please?
Aeromorphosis is biological evolution marked by general increase in degree of organization without sharp specialization.
Aeromorphosis. May I have the part of speech, please?
Noun.
Aeromorphosis. May I have the language of origin, please?
It's formed in Latin from originally Greek parts.
Can you repeat the word?
Aeromorphosis or aeromorphosis.
Aeromorphosis or aeromorphosis. May I have the definition again, please?
Biological evolution marked by general increase in degree of organization without sharp specialization.
There is one of those infamous schwa sounds, second
Can I have
syllable.
all the information, please?
Aeromorphosis and aeromorphosis. It's a noun formed in Latin from originally Greek parts. Aeromorphosis is biological evolution marked by general increase in degree of organization without...
Aeromorphosis. A-R-A-M-O-R-P-H-O-S-I-S. Aeromorphosis.
Aeromorphosis is spelled A-R-O-M-O-R-P-H-O-S-I-S. So close.
Isha, as everybody just saw in that video, I know you're going to continue to use the words that you know and are learning to continue to write and perform songs, as music is another big passion of yours. But more importantly, your kindness and your compassion will continue to shine through all of your words and all of your actions for the rest of your life. For your first time here at the Scripps National Spelling Bee, congratulations.
Thank you.
You more than deserve the call. Beautiful job by Isha.
One of her original songs is called Hope Will Arrive, and I'm sure she'll keep that hope alive of being Arizona's first champion since 1953. We'll see her next year.
Hi, Oliver. A roar. This is marked by or relating to a yellow or pink tint given a white sauce by the addition of egg yolks, tomato puree, or lobster coral. A roar.
Can I have all the information, please?
Certainly. A roar is an adjective. It's from Latin-derived French. A roar means marked by or relating to a yellow or pink tint given a white sauce by the addition of egg yolks, tomato puree, or lobster coral.
Oh, wait, is this from Aurum Latin Gold?
I don't see that here.
Oh, wait, okay. It's come from Ad Latin 2.
I don't see that here.
Let's hope those answers don't throw them off.
Or French Gold.
I don't see that
Okay,
here.
a roar.
It's a longer
Roar.
root. It's almost the
It's
entire
from X Latin out of.
I don't see that
Could you
here.
repeat all the information, please?
A roar is an adjective from Latin-derived French. It means marked by or relating to a yellow or pink tint given a white sauce by the addition of egg yolks, tomato puree, or lobster coral.
A roar. A roar. That's the only pronunciation, right? And it, okay, a roar.
I have aurore.
Wait, could you say it again?
Aurore, aurore.
Okay, a roar. A-R-O-R-E, a roar.
I'm sorry, Oliver. Aurore is spelled A-U-R-O-R-E.
Oliver, there is no doubt in anybody's mind who's been in this ballroom that you can spell. But I want others to know about your career goal to pursue politics, because you have said that you're going to blend your passions of diplomacy and current events to, quote, keep the peace, possibly as Secretary of State one day. We wish you the best of luck. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I tell you what, Oliver has my vote.
Well, and you saw his reaction when he heard the correct spelling. That's what he was thinking, but the answer to the root word question threw him off because it wasn't the correct root. You have to know the root and its meaning to get a yes.
Right.
Here's Sarvadnya, who had quite a duel with Oliver in California.
Hi.
Howdy. Sarvadnya, your word is tachist.
Tachist. All info.
Tachist is an adjective from a Germanic-derived French word. Tachist means of or relating to non-representational painting marked especially by thickly textured surfaces and by the use of improvised techniques, such as dribbling, splattering, or smearing, to create apparently accidental pictorial effects.
Could you repeat the word?
Tachist.
Origin, please.
Germanic-derived French.
Tachist. Alternate pronunciations?
Just the one, tachist.
So it's like a painting style, like it's one who practices a painting style?
Exactly.
Right.
Or it's of or relating to that painting style.
So it's an adjective.
Yes.
Tachist. And this is French?
It's from a Germanic-derived French word.
French can help with the middle of the word if he doesn't overcomplicate
Could you
it.
repeat the word one more time?
Tachist.
Tachist. Tachist.
Tachist.
Tachist. Tachist. T-A-C-H-I-S-T. T, Tashist.
That is correct.
That composure he's been working on served him so well. He was born in India and moved to the States when he was 5, had to learn English after he got here.
Hi, Sarv.
Here's Sarv.
Wow.
Fede ring.
Fede ring, may I please have all the information?
Fede ring is a noun. It's made up of a Latin-derived Italian word and an English word. A fede ring is a finger ring typically bearing a device in the shape of 2 clasped hands and used especially among Europeans as a token of loyalty or faith between 2 persons. It's sometimes also called a wedding ring.
Could you repeat the origin and the definition?
It's made up of a Latin-derived Italian word and an English word. A fede ring is a finger ring typically bearing a device in the shape of 2 clasped hands and used especially among Europeans as a token of loyalty or faith between 2 persons.
Does this come from the Latin fidus, meaning trust?
You're on the right track.
But it's Italian, not Latin. So make sure you get that right
Fede
vowel
ring?
sound in the first
Could you repeat it one more time?
Fede ring.
Fede ring. F-E-D-E-R-I-N-G. Fede ring.
That is correct.
Thank you.
How adorable Sarv.
He had a great quote last night about making the finals. He said when he gets nervous, he just clenches his fist to solidify himself.
Hi, Harini. Baguio or Baguio.
Baguio, can I have the language of origin, please?
It's from Spanish, which took it from Tagalog.
Baguio, can I have all the information, please?
Baguio or Baguio is a noun from Spanish, which took it from Tagalog. It's a tropical cyclone used in the Philippines. Virgil took shelter in the community center just before the Baguio made landfall. Baguio or Baguio.
Baguio, am I pronouncing it right? I mean, yeah.
Can we hear it again?
Baguio.
Baguio or Baguio?
Baguio.
Baguio.
Baguio. Baguio. B-A-G-U-I-O. Baguio.
That is correct.
Thank you.
So her first word tonight was Greek and Latin roots, which she says is her favorite. She said the ones she doesn't like are the geographically derived names or words. That was one of them. She still got it. Now Brian's turn.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Kinnor. This is an ancient Jewish stringed instrument. Kinnor.
Kinnor. May I have all the information?
Kinnor is a noun from Hebrew. A kinnor is an ancient Jewish stringed instrument. It usually had 10 strings and could either be plucked with a plectrum or with the fingers. Kinnor.
Kinnor. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I have just kinnor.
Kinnor. Can you repeat the definition?
An ancient Jewish stringed instrument.
Kinnor. May I have the language of origin again?
Hebrew.
Which should help with
can
the
you repeat
first
the word?
letter, but we'll see.
Kinnor.
Kinnor. K-I-N-N-O-R. Kinnor.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Way to go, Brian. Oh, look how proud his family is.
Saw his sister Bella there. She plays the flute. He plays piano. Maybe one of them will pick up Kinnor now.
Hi, Aishwarya. Zecchino or Cecchino.
Sakino, is this Italian?
Well, it went from Arabic to Italian to English.
Is this a type of coin?
It's a gold coin of Italy and Turkey, first struck at Venice around the end of the 13th century. So yes.
Sakino?
Zecchino, Cecchino.
Sakino. Sakino. Could you repeat the word one more time?
Zecchino, Cecchino.
Sakino, Sakino. 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 H-I-N-O. Zakino.
That's correct.
The question she asked, Paul, very, very smart how she reasoned her way through that.
She's been sharp, trying to become North Carolina's
Hi,
first
Dr.
champ in 55
Faison.
years.
Dineate or dineate?
Say it again?
Dineate.
Dimeate. Okay. Could I have the definition?
The office, power, or territory of one of the former feudal barons of Japan who were vassals of the shogun but had extensive powers in their own baronies.
Okay, could you say the word again?
Dineate or dineate?
Does the first part come from Japanese? Or...
It's formed from a Chinese-derived Japanese word plus an element that passed from Latin to French to English.
Okay, I'll repeat the first, repeat the word.
Dineate, dineate.
Dimeate. D-A-I-M-I-A-T-E. Dimeate.
That's correct.
That vowel combo came from the Japanese origins. You saw his twin sister there, Zara. They're 1 minute apart. And here's where we are now, Julie. Were you feeling a little more that round of the insanity of this competition?
Nervous for them, Paul. Yes. You know, I'm not even up there. I have no pressure on me. But wow, they are impressive kids.
Beyond impressive. We started that round with 8. You did hear the bell twice, so that means 2 were eliminated. 6 are moving on in the competition.
We are coming down to the wire here at the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals, the 100th year anniversary. Don't go away. We're right back after the break.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America.
Started with 11 million at the earliest stages of this competition, and we're down to a super 6. So let's go back to the stage now. Our next speller in these finals, no spinal exams, trust me. Next speller in these finals, this is actually our 14th round in Washington. So Sarvanya from Visalia, California, is headed back to the mic.
Hello. Bergeret.
Bergeret. All info.
Bergeret is a noun from Latin-derived French. A bergeret is a 16th century pastoral song or dance.
What's the origin again?
Latin-derived French.
Bergeret. What's the definition?
A 16th century pastoral song or dance.
Alternate pronunciations?
Just bergeret.
Bergeret. Does this come from French bergère, which is like a type of seat or like chair?
I don't see that given here.
Does it come from French bergère, meaning a song?
I don't see that.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Bergeret.
Bergeret. Bergeret. Could you repeat it one more time?
Bergeret.
Bergeret. Bergeret.
We've already seen
Bergeret. 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 B-E-R-G-E-R-E-T-T-E. Bergeret.
That's correct.
He trusted his first instinct. The root actually comes from a word for shepherdess. That's why they couldn't answer in the affirmative. Now, Sarv.
Hello, Sarv. Lactagogue or lactagogue.
Lactagogue, may I please have all the information?
Lactagogue is a noun which comes from Greek parts. A lactagogue is an agent promoting secretion of milk.
Lactagogue, does this come from the Greek lactose, meaning milk?
You're on the right track.
Lactagogue.
There's still a connecting vowel that has that schwa sound, that that could be any vowel.
Lactagogue. L-A-C-T-A-G-O-G-U-E. Lactagogue.
That's correct.
Thank you.
And he picked the right one. He's been so impressive. He said he started reading and writing at age 4. Now Harini.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Harini. Epistrophe.
Epistrophe, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's just the one. Epistrophe.
Epistrophe, can I have the definition, please?
An epistrophe is repetition of the same word or expression at the end of successive phrases, clauses, or sentences for rhetorical effect.
Can you repeat the word?
Certainly. Epistrophe.
Epistrophe?
Epistrophe.
Does this come, can I have the language of origin?
It's from Greek.
Does this come from the Greek epi meaning around?
Around, did you ask?
Yeah.
I don't see that given here.
Does this come from the Greek strophein meaning to turn?
You're on the right track.
Can I have the definition again?
Hope that first answer.
Repetition of the same word or expression at the end of successive phrases, clauses, or sentences for rhetorical effect.
Epistrophe? Epistrophe. E-P-I-S-T-R-O-P-H-E. Epistrophe.
That's correct.
Thank you.
She came to the B to try to win the B, and a champion she may still be. Would be an example of epistrophe. Well done, Harini. Now, Brian.
Lysigenous.
Lysigenous. May I have all the information?
Lysigenous is an adjective. It is from originally Greek elements and an English element. Lysigenous means formed by the breaking down of adjoining cells. It's used especially of some intercellular spaces. Lysigenous.
Lysigenous. May I have the origin again?
It's from originally Greek elements and an English element.
Lysigenous. Does this come from the Greek lysis, meaning breaking down?
Yes.
Does this come from the Greek gen, meaning like producing?
Yes, you're on the right track.
Okay. Lysigenous. May I have the definition again?
Lysigenous means formed by the breaking down of adjoining cells. It's used of some intercellular spaces.
Lysigenous. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Lysigenous.
Lysigenous. Can you repeat the word?
Lysigenous.
Lysigenous. Lysigenous. Lysigenous.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Brian told us he loves the sense of discovery that comes with the B. You see his parents shooting at Lynn. Brian said he didn't even know about this competition until he won his school B in 6th grade.
Dr. Bailey.
Hi,
Hello
Shwarya.
again. Polyptoton.
Polyptoton. Does this have the Greek polis meaning many?
Yes.
Can I have the definition, please?
The rhetorical repetition of a word in a different case, inflection, or voice in the same sentence.
Polyptoton. Polyptoton.
Polyptoton.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I see just the one. Polyptoton.
Polyptoton. Can you repeat the word, please?
Polyptoton.
Polyptoton. Can I have the language of origin, please?
Greek.
Okay. Polyptoton. 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 P-O-L-Y-P-T-O-T-O-N. Polyptoton.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Moving on with Polyptoton, which is repeated in this competition. We heard it last in 2017. Outstanding job. Faison rounds out the
Hello.
round.
Radicolous. This means
Radicolous.
living on or in roots.
Oh, does it come from the Latin calere, to live?
Yes.
Does it come from the Latin radix, meaning root?
Yes.
Radicolous. Okay, all the information.
Radicolous is an adjective made up of Latin parts and an English part. Radicolous means living on or in roots.
Okay, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's just the one. Radicolous.
Radicolous. Okay, repeat the word again.
Radicolous.
Radicolous. Repeat the definition again.
Living on or in roots, Radicillus.
Radicillus, Radicillus, Radicillus.
That is correct.
Thank you.
So if it means living on or in roots, I think Radicillus could describe that round, and certainly all 6 spellers still in the competition. Can you believe that? We hadn't had a single perfect round since 2019, and tonight we've had 2. How well prepared are these incredible spellers? We're going to find out. Maybe the difficulty gets cranked up a notch when we come back. The finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee continue right after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Haribo. New Haribo Star Mix Gummies. Everyone has a favorite.
You never know what you'll see here at the Spelling Bee. Welcome back to the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. As part of our centennial celebration, we've been welcoming back former champions, 42 of them in the room tonight. And right now, my sometimes co-host and 2015 co-champion, Vanya Shivashankar, and her sister, now a bee judge and 2009 champion, Dr. Kavya Shivashankar, or if you've been paying attention to the words in the competition, the Shintalante Shivashankar sisters. Can you put that on your resumes?
Now I should. That's a great idea. Thank you. Thanks for having us, Paul.
How surreal is it for both of you to be back here every year?
It's just the best experience. I mean, we really grew up at this bee. I've been coming since I was 4. My sister has been competing since 2006, so it's been great.
Yeah, I feel so lucky to be able to come back to the bee every year. It's such a wonderful experience. I'm always happy to take a part of it and get to watch the spellers on stage.
Which we're going to do in just a second. Some of you are just picking up the competition here in the finals, but for those hardcore bee fans who've watched the whole things, they witnessed some history. Vanya became our first ever female pronouncer here at the Bee, and while she did it, Kavya, you were right next to her as a judge. I'm wondering who was prouder of whom in that moment.
I would like to say I was prouder of Vanya, but I think it's hard to say. She's always been my biggest cheerleader, and I'm also her biggest cheerleader. So.
And she's always been my role model since day one, so it was truly an honor for me to be up there and to have her right next to me.
They were also the first ever siblings to both hoist that trophy. Someone's going to get the trophy tonight. Let's start another round. We have 6 competitors still vying for it, and Visalia, California's Sarvanya Kadam will come back to the microphone.
Hi.
Hi. Athalamus.
Athalamus, all info.
Athalamus is an adjective formed from originally Greek parts and an English element, meaning without apothecia, beds, or shields for spores.
Athalamus.
Athalamus.
Athalamus, Greek.
It's from originally Greek parts and an English element.
Greek A meaning not.
That's not listed as a root here.
Greek thalamos meaning bed.
You're on the right track.
This is an adjective,
Yes.
right?
The answer to your ask is yes.
This is an adjective.
Yes, it's an adjective.
Athalamus.
Athalamus.
Alternate pronunciations.
Just the one. Athalamus.
Athalamus. Does it come from Greek athalamos, meaning having no beds?
That's not given at the Eddie.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Athalamus.
Athalamus. Could you repeat the definition?
Without apothecia, beds, or shields for spores.
Athalamus. Athalamus. And this is an adjective.
Yes.
Athalamus. 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 A-T-H-A-L-A-M-O-U-S. Athalamus.
That's correct.
Kavya and Vanya have both been there. We saw them grow up on that stage too, just
Hi,
like
Sar.
Sarvanya.
Hi.
Now here's Sar.
This word has homonyms. The word is sorrel. This sorrel is any of several elongated compressed fishes with a series of bony plates extending the full length of the lateral line, such as a horse mackerel.
Sorrel, may I please have all the information?
Sorrel is a noun. It's from a word that went from Greek to Latin to French. It means any of several elongated compressed fishes with a series of bony plates extending the full length of the lateral line, such as a horse mackerel.
Does this come from the Greek sor, meaning lizard?
I don't see that given here.
Could you repeat all the information one more time?
Sorrel is a noun from a word that went from Greek to Latin to French. Sorrel means any of several elongated, compressed fishes with a series of bony plates extending the full length of the lateral line, such as a horse mackerel.
It's the right idea with that.
Sorrel. S-A-U-R-E-L. Sorrel.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Definitely need the word, and you didn't let the answer throw him off track there.
Nothing has phased Sarv yet. Speaking of, Harini.
Really?
Hi, Irene, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Pretty good. Here we go. Rompu.
Rompu, can I have the language of origin?
Rompu went from Latin to French.
Rompu, can I have the definition?
Rompu means depicted as broken, usually with the broken piece pushed up. It's used as of a heraldic ordinary.
Rompu, can I have the part of speech?
Rompu is an adjective.
That word.
Rompu, can I have all the information again?
Rompu is an adjective which went from Latin to French. It means depicted as broken, usually with the broken piece pushed up. It's used as of a heraldic ordinary.
Rompu. R-O-M-P-U. Rompu.
That's correct.
Thank you.
I know, I think that word broken in the definition might have been a good clue, and she really picked up on that.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Penannular.
Penannular. May I have the definition?
Penannular means having the form of a ring with a small break in the circumference.
Penannular. May I have the language of origin?
Certainly. It's an adjective from Latin parts.
Penannular. Does this come from Latin paine, meaning almost?
Yes.
Does this come from Latin annus, meaning year?
I don't see that here.
Does this come from Latin annulus, meaning ring?
Yes.
Penannular. Can you repeat the definition?
Having the form of a ring with a small break in the circumference.
Can you repeat the origin?
It's from Latin parts.
Penannular. And can I hear the pronunciation again?
Penannular.
Penannular. P-E-N-A-N-N-U-L-A-R. Penannular.
That's correct.
Thank you.
I've been very impressed the last few days with the legal knowledge they've all been displaying.
And the circle remains unbroken for Brian.
Dr. Bailey.
Here's Aishwarya.
Hi, Aishwarya. Savonry.
Savonry. Is this a type of carpeting?
It's of or relating to or being a handmade one-piece French carpet with a pile or a similarly woven tapestry. So yes.
Savonry. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Savonry.
Savonry. Savonry. And you said this was French?
It's from a Latin element that became a French word that became a French name. So,
Savonry.
yes. You said it.
Yeah. Can you repeat the word, please?
Savonry.
Savonry. Savonry. S-A-V-O-N-N-E-R-I-E. Savonry.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Nice row there where she gave Dr. Bailey the definition, so she really knows her stuff.
Love it when that happens. Her grandma Pramila enjoying the experience too.
Hi, Faison. Adatum.
Adatum, does it come from the Greek diane to like dive?
Don't see that exactly
Greek
here.
diane to sink?
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, information.
Adatum is a noun. It's from a word that went from Greek to Latin. And adatum is the innermost sanctuary or shrine in ancient temples, which was open only to priests and from which oracles were given.
Okay, so you said yes to Diane meaning to sing Greek?
Yes.
Okay. Repeat the word again.
Additum.
Additum. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Additum.
Additum. A-D-Y-T-U-M. Additum.
Correct.
Thank you.
So once again, the bell remains silent. Any surprises there, Vanya, Kavya?
That was an amazing round. These spellers really know their stuff. What do you think?
I'm so impressed. I'm also blown away by all of the root word knowledge they're all displaying. They really know their stuff.
Is there anything we haven't seen yet that you two are still watching for?
I think there's just a lot more great spelling to come, you know? There's a lot more complex languages that we might be going into, maybe some more difficult roots, but I don't know if it's anything these spellers can't handle.
Yeah, that's for sure.
If anyone would know, it would be them. Our thanks to the champion sisters, the Shiva Shankars, Vanya and Kavya. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, we're not done. Much more to come. 6 spellers still going in the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee. We're back again after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Neffy, epinephrine nasal spray.
We want to call your attention to something. That QR code that's at the bottom of your screen, you can scan it or you can text spelling to 50155. You can make a donation to the Believe program, which in its first year will give Teach for America Title I schools free access to the Bee. A great opportunity to grow our spelling bee community. So please give what you can. And if you give $100 in this 100th year of the Bee, your gift will double to $200, fully covering the enrollment cost of one school for the entire year in the Scripps National Spelling Bee. And now, Paul, let's go back to the stage. The competition continues with our next speller.
And we had 24,000 schools participate this year, including many in Tulare County in California, where Vanya is from.
Molybdenine.
Molybdenine, all information.
Molybdenine is an adjective formed in Latin from Greek parts. Molybdenine means of or relating to a genus of honeybees of tropical America that comprises small bees with a vestigial, functionless sting.
Molybdenine?
Molybdenine.
This is an adjective, right?
Yes.
Molybdenine. Greek.
Latin from Greek parts.
Latin from Greek parts, okay. Does it come from Greek meli meaning honey?
Yes.
Greek pone means to drink?
I don't see that.
All right. Could you repeat the definition, please?
Of or relating to a genus of honeybees of tropical America that comprises small bees with a vestigial, functionless sting.
Molybdenine?
Molybdenine.
You said yes to Greek meli meaning honey?
Yes.
Molybdenine?
Molybdenine.
Molybdenine. Alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Molybdenine.
Molybdenine. And this is an adjective?
Yes.
Molybdenine?
Molybdenine.
Molybdenine. Can you repeat the word one more time?
Consonant or double is a big question.
Molybdenine.
Molybdenine. Molybdenine. Molybdenine. M-E-L-I-P-O-N-I-N-E. Molybdenine.
That's correct. Thank you.
Julie, they just had to stick a B word in there, didn't they?
That's right, Paul. Wow, that was impressive.
What's up?
We're having a spelling bee. This is
been
great
waiting for that one.
Okay, so Burgal. Burgal.
Burgal, may I have all the information?
Burgal is a noun. It's of unknown origin. A burgal is an American wrasse that is abundant on the rocky shores of New England and is a good, though generally small, food fish. So a wrasse is a kind of fish.
May I please have any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Burgal.
Burgal. Can I have it in a sentence?
Sure. A burgal will remain dormant during winter months, often hiding beneath rocks.
Burgal. Here goes nothing. Okay. Burgal. Can you repeat it?
Burgal.
Burgal. Burgal. Burgle. B-U-R-G-A-L-L. Burgle.
That's correct.
Thank you.
2 rounds in a row. He's gotten fish words. Go figure. Trying to become Georgia's first champ since 1950. When the spellers were so good, they ran out of words and had co-champs for the first time.
Pretty good. Septième.
Septième, can I have the definition, please?
Septième is an organ mutation stop sounding the minor seventh above the fundamental.
Does this come from Latin septim, 7?
Yes.
Septième, can I have, septième.
Septième.
Septième, are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Septième.
Septième, can I have all the information?
Septième is a noun from Latin-derived French. A septième is an organ mutation stop sounding the minor seventh above the fundamental.
Septième.
She identified the root in that silent letter. Might be concerned about the ending.
From Latin septim, 7?
Yes.
It's from Latin-derived French.
Good question.
Septième, S-E-P-T-I-E-M-E. Septième?
That's correct.
Thank you.
It was with her the whole time, and you can see it in her parents' eyes, too. She's so motivated by her brother's almost victory that he didn't have the chance to claim in 2020. Now, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Reseda or Reseda?
Reseda. May I have the definition?
A light olive that is greener and less strong than citrine and darker than grape green.
Reseda. May I have the language of origin?
Sure, it's from Latin.
Reseda. Does this come from Latin re, meaning again?
I don't see that here.
Okay, reseda. Does this come from Latin, like cadere, meaning like to proceed?
I don't see that here.
Does this come from Latin sedere, meaning to sit?
I don't see that here.
Can you repeat the definition?
He's trying to figure out
A
if it's
light
C or
olive
an
that
S
is
with
greener
those
and
questions.
less strong than citrine and darker than grape green. It's a color.
Okay, reseda. Can you repeat both pronunciations?
Reseda and Reseda.
Reseda. Can you repeat the language of origin?
Latin.
Reseda. Can you repeat the definition?
A light olive that is greener and less strong than citrine and darker than grape green.
Reseda. Can you repeat both pronunciations?
Reseda, Reseda.
Reseda. R-E-S-E-D-A. Reseda.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Wow. Being reminded that geography can play a role. If he lived in the San Fernando Valley in California, he'd see that on a city sign, not in Long Island, New York.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Aishwarya. This word has a homonym. The word is correlaceous. This means of or relating to a genus of shrubs or small trees comprising the hazels and having the nut enclosed in a leafy involucre. Correlaceous.
So does this have the Latin corolus, meaning a type of nut?
You're on the right track.
Correlaceous. Could you repeat the definition one more time?
Of or relating to a genus of shrubs or small trees comprising the hazels and having the nut enclosed in a leafy involucre.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
No, there's not. There's just correlaceous.
Correlaceous. Can I have the language of origin, please?
It's derived from a Latin word plus Latin-derived English elements.
Correlaceous. 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 Could you repeat the word one more time?
Correlaceous.
Correlaceous. C-O-R-Y-L-A-C-E-O-U-S. Correlaceous.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Beautiful job.
It's Extremely impressive so far. Aishwarya said when she's between words, she prays, she gets the next one right, and that it aligns with her bigger mission to help people.
Hello, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Faison. Ola na.
Ola na, okay. Could I have all the information?
Ola na is a noun from Hawaiian, and ola na is a Hawaiian shrub with upright stems, large thick leaves, and small flowers in globose clusters.
Okay, could I have all the information?
Ola na is a noun from Hawaiian, and ola na is a Hawaiian shrub with upright stems, large thick leaves, and small flowers in globose clusters.
Okay, repeat the word.
Ola na.
Ola na. Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Ola na.
All right, repeat the word again.
Ola na.
Ola na. O-L-O-N-A. Ola na.
Correct.
Thank you.
The schwa in the middle didn't throw him. Hawaiian, typically one of the most predictable languages, but that did have that tricky, unclear vowel sound. We're getting closer to crowning a new spelling bee champion here in Washington. Still have 6 on stage. Stick with us. The action continues right after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, sponsored by Chipotle. Real food made with just 53 easy-to-spell ingredients.
We're back to the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee, and I'm joined now by a couple of guys who are on that stage almost exactly a year ago together. The CEO of Scripps, Adam Simpson, and in his last moments as the reigning champion, Bruhat Soma. Last year, Adam, we saw you hand that trophy to Bruhat. What's it like to be in this room right now?
Oh, I'm just thrilled to be back here with him. He's about a foot taller than he was last year. It's an amazing opportunity to sit up here with you, Bruhat. How are you feeling?
I don't know, just excited, thrilled to be back here, and I can't wait to see how this finals will go.
It's going to be a good one.
We're looking forward to it. It's already been amazing. And Adam, I know in this 100th year, there have been so many things happening. To what do you attribute the staying power of this competition now for a whole century?
I think this country was founded on the principles of academia, of knowledge, of creativity, and that's exactly what the spelling bee stands for. The idea of words, it's got so much permanence, obviously. It's how we interact with one another. It's how we understand one another. The spelling bee is the very formation of that, and to be able to have kids across the nation participate in that, and then to bring it all together in the finals with this kind of drama, I think that's the reason it's had such staying power.
Part of the drama is we haven't heard the bell in a while. We'll see about this round. Adam, I know you're going to have to get ready to hand the trophy. We'll let you go. Bruhat, stick around. Break down some of these words with us, all right?
All right.
All right. Thanks to Adam and Bruhat. Let's go back to the stage. Sarvadnya will start off another round in the finals here of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. 100 years strong. 17 rounds.
Hi.
Hi, Sarvadnya. Ordovision.
Ordovisional information.
Ordovision is an adjective formed from a Latin name plus an English element. It means of or relating to the geologic period between the Cambrian and the Silurian, called also Lower Silurian.
Ordovician?
Ordovician.
So it's a geologic time period?
Yes, it is.
Ordovician. Could you repeat the origin, please?
Ordovician, it's from a Latin name plus an English element.
All info, please.
Ordovician is an adjective from a Latin name plus an English element. Ordovician means of or relating to the geologic period between the Cambrian and the Silurian, called also Lower Silurian. Ordovician.
Ordovician, alternate pronunciations?
Just the one, Ordovician. So it's not actually the period, it's of or relating to the period, so it's an adjective.
Adjective, okay,
Just to make sure.
Thank you for clarifying. Ordovician, Ordovician, Ordovician.
Tricky part is the O in the middle.
O-R-D-O-V-I-C-I-A-N, Ordovician.
That is correct.
But not for Sarvadnya, whose flawless round continues. Flawless B continues. Here's Sarv.
Hi.
Hi, Sarv. Dora.
Dora, may I please have all the information?
Dora is a noun. It's from Marathi, a language of Western India. It's an East Indian tree that is used for timber and tanning and is a source of gum.
Dora, can I have it in a sentence?
The bark, leaves, and flowers of the Dora are used in traditional medicine, while its gum and seeds are used in cooking.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
I see just the one, Dora.
Dora, can you repeat all the information one more time?
Dora is a noun from Marathi. It's an East Indian tree that is used for timber and tanning and is a source of a gum.
Dora. D-H-A-U-R-A, Dora.
Correct.
Thank you.
Wow, looks like you knew that.
There hasn't been a word he didn't know so far in 2025. Youngest competitor
And
continues.
these spellers are showing so many signs of confidence
Dr. Bailey.
once they go up to the stage.
Indeed.
Tekki. This is a dervish monastery.
Tekki.
Tekki.
Tekki. Can I have all the information?
Tekki is a noun. It's a word from Turkish. It means a dervish monastery.
Another tricky
Tekki.
double K word after Shiken yesterday.
But from a different language, and one we don't hear very frequently
Can I
here.
have the language of origin?
Turkish.
Very memorable
Tekki.
word though, if you've heard it.
Can I have all the information again? Sorry.
Tekki is a noun from Turkish. It's a dervish monastery. In Istanbul, Mehmet toured a historic tekki and saw the rooms for prayer, study, dining, and sleeping.
Tekki.
The pronunciation does differentiate between those two consonants. You hear that
Tekki.
pause when he says it. Ever
That
so
might
slight.
help her a little.
Tekki. T-E-K-K-I. Tekki.
I'm sorry, so close. Tekki is spelled T-E-K-K-E.
Harini, what a run you've had here. This is your 4th year, and before that, your brother competed for 2 years. It is so evident to all of us that your family's commitment to this program runs so, so deep. Now, following this year, may your passion for music play a larger role in your life. We're so proud of you, Harini. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talked about her older brother, Navneet, who's coached so many spellers, including Harini. His best finish was 5th. She could still exceed that depending on what else happens this round. We finally heard the bell for the first time in a long time. See what Brian
Hi,
gets.
Brian.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Kia. This is an Indian partridge having a strong spur.
Kia, may I have all the
A lot
information?
of Indian words.
Kia is a noun. It's from Bengali. It's a kind of bird, an Indian partridge having a strong spur. It's also called a swamp partridge.
Doesn't follow any Indian
Kia.
patterns though.
Are there any alternate
Very
pronunciations?
Just the one. Kia.
Kia. Can you repeat the definition?
An Indian partridge having a strong spur.
Kia. Can you use it in a sentence?
The kia is also called a swamp partridge and often is found in beds of reeds alongside rivers in India.
Kia. Can you repeat all the information?
Kia is a noun from Bengali. A kia is an Indian partridge having a strong spur.
Kia. Can I have the definition again?
An Indian partridge having a strong spur.
Kia. Can you repeat the word?
Kia.
Kia. K-I-Y-A. Kia.
It's tough.
Kia is spelled K-Y-A-H.
Brian, I know, we all know that you have a passion and a love of spelling, but you also have such a passion and love of music. And I think it's the blending of those two that have allowed you to use your knowledge of patterns and progression to excel in both. Tonight, you inspired us all. Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you.
You hear how this record crowd feels about each competitor. They
Hi,
love
Aishwarya.
Aishwarya too.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. Can I have the definition, please?
Keighley is a town northwest of Leeds in West Yorkshire, northern England.
This is a very hard
Keith
geographical
Lee.
entry.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's just the one, Keighley. Can you say it?
Keith Lee.
Keighley.
Keith Lee. Keith Lee.
When I asked her least favorite category of words, she said the geographically derived words, just like this one. But if she's seen it.
Can you repeat the definition, please?
A town northwest of Leeds in West Yorkshire, northern England.
Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Can you repeat the word one more time?
Keighley.
Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Keithly. Keith Lee.
I'm sorry, Keighley is spelled Keightley.
Aishwarya, I know how proud your sponsor, the Carolina Panthers, are of you as a finalist tonight. But more importantly, it's your desire to give back to the spelling community that's going to bring you the most pride in the years ahead. And I want you to know, I really admire your positive energy. It's so contagious. Congratulations.
Thank you.
He was the runner-up to you last year.
Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Faison. This word has a homonym. The word is Simlin.
Simlin. Oh my God. Okay, all the information.
Simlin is a trademark, and the origin is a trademark. It's used for a preparation of the acetate of pramlintide, a synthetic pancreatic hormone analog.
Okay. You said it's a trademark?
Yes.
And it's like a type of medicine?
It's used for a preparation of the acetate of pramlintide.
All right, repeat the word.
Simlin.
Simlin, S-Y-M-L-I-N. Simlin.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Well, that was effortless for me.
Oh, man.
And the spellers are 3 for 3 this one.
So here's where we stand. We started that round with 6 spellers, but half of them heard the bell. So now we just have 3 left as we continue. We'll take a short break. Brew Hut, thanks for coming back and giving us some insight.
Thank you for this opportunity. The competition is now getting to its boiling point. Only 3 spellers left.
He knows what's going on. We're almost there. The 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee, presented by Walmart, continues right after this.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee, presented by Walmart. Get your prescription delivered in as fast as an hour with Walmart Express Delivery.
We won't be waiting too much longer. We have returned to the finals of the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee. We are this close to finding out who that champion's going to be. You know, all of our 242 competitors know that they're champions in our eyes. We want to hear some final thoughts about our 3 remaining finalists from our head judge. She has to ring that bell with bad news, but she has some good words for our fantastic trio. Mary?
Well, here we are, down to 3. It's been quite a journey these last few days, hasn't it, for all of us? But what we have sitting on stage right now is going to be exciting, and we're ready to get into this final stage of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Good luck to all 3 of you.
All right. The message has been given. The message, I'm sure, is received. Thank you, Mary. So let's get on with it. An 18th round of spelling here in Washington. Haven't seen that many rounds in a few years. Once again, we'll start off with the lone Californian remaining, Sarvadya.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Tarak.
Tarak. Info.
Tarak is a noun. It's a native name in India. It means a physiological disease of Indian cotton, probably due to nutrient deficiency and characterized by premature yellowing and shedding of the leaves and cracking of the bolls before maturity.
This is a native name in India?
Yes.
Info.
Tarak is a noun, a native name in India, a physiological disease of Indian cotton, probably due to nutrient deficiency and characterized by premature yellowing and shedding of the leaves and cracking of the bolls before maturity.
All right. Alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Tarak.
Tarak?
Tarak.
This is a cotton disease, right?
That's right. It's a noun.
Native name in India?
Yes.
Tarak. 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 Tarak.
The first syllable is a schwa.
T-E-R-A-K. Tarak.
Very close. Tarak is spelled T-I-R-A-K.
Sarvadya, when you moved to the United States at 5, you discovered the B as a necessity to learn the English language, and that has defined who you are and who you have become, a very impressive young man who values education and educators. So proud of you. Congratulations.
Can't wander too far because no one spelled correctly yet in this round. If they were to both miss, he'd be back in.
Hello, Sarv. This word has a homonym. The word is acre, also acker. It's a ripple or a patch of ruffled water.
May I please have all the information?
Acre, acker, is a noun from English. It means a ripple or a patch of ruffled water.
Acre, could you repeat again?
Acre, acker.
May I please have all the information again, including the sentence?
Acre, acker, a noun from English, a ripple or a patch of ruffled water. Jordan surveyed the acker that spread across the water after skipping the stone. Acker.
Acker. Could you please repeat the word again?
Acker or acre?
Acker. Repeat it again, please.
Acker, acre.
Sometimes the shortest
Acker.
are the hardest.
Acker. A-C-H-E-R, acker.
I'm sorry, acker or acre is spelled A-C-K-E-R.
Sarv, you use the word ineffable to try to describe the privilege that you feel to be here as a finalist. But I want you to know that we are all truly the ones that are blessed to have had you here. Your age at 11 has motivated so many young people to this very high level, and it's inspiring to so many spellers out there. Very, very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now, last year's runner-up, Faison Zaki, will have a word to spell. If he gets it right, he'll get another word for the championship. If he misses either, those two young men go right back in.
Hi, Faison. Kamalina.
K-A-M... Oh, okay, wait. Let me think. All the information?
Oh, boy.
Kamalina. Kamalina.
Oh, shoot, okay. Whatever. Just bring it.
I'm sorry.
He knows he said the wrong first letter once he heard the actual word.
Kamalina is a kind of plant. It's spelled C-O-M-M.
C-O-M-M-E-L-I-N-A, yeah.
Okay, so now you know what happens, though.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So that means Sarvadya and Sarv come right back in the competition. And that roar you heard behind me is the crowd reacting that fan favorites Sarvadya and Sarv are right back in the competition. Faison was so excited. The word he thought he heard was so familiar, he started to spell it, but that was the wrong first letter, which you saw him recognize. And the rules of the competition say we start a new round with all three spellers since they all missed in that same round. I can't remember the last time we've seen this kind of late round drama here at the Spelling Bee. So new life, another opportunity for an 8th grader, Sarvadya, and a 5th grader in Sarv. Let's go right back to the stage. I know Dr. Bailey's ready for another round. This will be round 19 now. Here we go. The crowd's going to have to quiet down. Wow. Hi. What a reaction.
Hi, Sarvadya. This word has a homonym. The word is muley. This muley is a grass of a genus of slender, often wiry, perennial American and Asiatic grasses with small spikelets and capillary awns of some importance in the western U.S. as forage.
Muley?
Muley.
This is a grass, right?
Yes.
What's the origin?
It's from a Latin word derived from an American name plus an originally Latin-derived English element.
Does this word come from English Muhlenbergia, which is a genus?
Indeed, it does.
Wow.
Muley?
Muley.
Alternate pronunciations?
Just the one. Muley.
Muley. M-U-H-L-Y. Muley.
That's correct.
Don't know if we've ever had a speller just casually drop the genus of grass. That obscure. What a way to start round 19. Now Sarv.
This is surprising.
Indeed it is, my friend.
It's quite wonderful. Esserine. Esserin.
Esserine, may I please have all the information?
Esserine or esserin is a noun formed in French from a native name in Africa and an originally Latin part. Esserine is a crystalline, tasteless, tricyclic alkaloid that is the chief alkaloid of the calabar bean and is used in medicine as an agent that causes contraction of the pupil of the eye. It's used especially in biology.
Esserine, may I please have, are there any alternate pronunciations?
There's esserine and esserin.
Okay.
They both have the schwa in that second syllable.
Esserine, can I have the word again?
Esserine, esserin.
Can I have it in a sentence?
Esserine is the antidote of choice for various types of poisoning, including poisoning from atropine and scopolamine.
Esserine?
Esserine or esserin.
Esserine. 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 E-S-S-E-R-I-N-E. Esserine. Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, very close again. Esserine is spelled E-S-E-R-I-N-E.
Oh, okay. And Sarv, just don't forget how proud your state of Georgia is, and because I'm going to say it, we look forward to having you come back.
Thank you.
He'll be looking forward to it as well. And as we just learned, it doesn't mean it's over yet for anybody. So let's see what Faison does.
Sounds good.
I'll slow down.
Thank you. Thank you.
This word has a homonym.
Bro.
Bro. Cooper. This Cooper is a burgh in eastern Scotland, south of Dundee.
C-U-P-A-R, Cooper?
Correct.
Thank you.
Wow. If that was his idea of going slowly, I would hate to see fast. So now, Sarv has been eliminated. He's our third place finisher as just a 5th grader, and we're down to 2. Sarvadya and last year's runner-up, Faison. For Sarvadya, this is his final year of eligibility as an 8th grader from California in the Great San Joaquin Valley. For Faison, he's a 7th grader. He could come back one more time if he's a runner-up for the 2nd straight year. So now you've seen the format. If they both spell it right, they go on to the next round. If they both miss, there's another round as well. If only one is correct, then there will be an opportunity with one more word to claim the championship. And these are the moments that longtime bee watchers over this century of an incredible competition have come to love so much. When it's one speller against the other, we've seen some of these battles draw on for rounds and rounds and rounds. And these two are pretty excited about it. And look at the differing demeanors of that duo. Wow. It has been a truly incredible year. 42 past champions are here. Who's the future champion? Dr. Bailey's ready with another round of words. Here we go. Round 20.
Hi.
Howdy. Wowpes.
Wowpes. Onvo.
Wowpes is a geographical entry. It's a South American geographical name. It's a river in Colombia and Brazil flowing east-southeast into the Negro River. Wowpes.
Where is this?
It's a South
Wowpes.
Really no clues other than South America with some of the vowels. Really no clues other than South America with some of the vowel sounds. That can help a little bit. But if you haven't seen it on the map, sounds, that can help a little bit. But if you haven't seen it on the map, good luck.
Wowpes. Wowpes. H-U-A-U-P-E-S. Wowpes.
I'm sorry, Wowpes is spelled U-A-U-P-E-S.
Just take a seat over there, please.
So close. So now Faison has another opportunity to earn himself a potential championship moment. It can't end yet. He has to spell this word correctly.
Hi. Chaldi.
Chaldi, is this like a people or like a tribe? Or like a...
Yes, let me define it. It's the Aramaic vernacular that was the original language of some parts of the Bible, as passages in Daniel, Ezra, and Jeremiah, and that superseded Hebrew among the Jews of ancient Palestine and Babylon. So it's a language.
Okay, a language, okay. Repeat the word?
Chaldi, or Chaldi, or Chaldi.
Oh, Chaldi or Chaldi, okay. Chaldi, C-H-A-L-D-E-E, Chaldi.
That is correct.
Faison Zaki, last year's runner-up, has created an opportunity to become the champion. There will be a winning word and potentially a champion. Come right back to find out both. It's the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. You can't miss what's next. Welcome back to the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee Finals. I'd ask you if you're ready, but I know you are. Is Faison Zaki ready? We're about to find out. You know, he got in this competition because his school in Texas, the Guthrie School, required all first graders to compete. That was several years ago. He's come a long way from now. And now we're going to see what he's made of in a championship moment. Let's go back to the stage.
Look at me, but you can say it too, so he knows.
Hello, Dr. Bailey.
Hi, Faison. So if you spell this next word correctly, we will declare you the champion of the historic 100th year of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Now, let's all of us take a deep breath.
Yes.
And let's...
That did not help at all.
Bro.
Then smile.
Well, a certain pacing would help to follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Your word is éclaircissement.
Éclaircissement. E-C-L-A-I-R-C-I-S S-E-M-E-N-T. Éclaircissement.
That is correct.
Congratulations, Faizan Zaki. You are the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion.
Somebody peel him off the floor. We have a winner, a champion, and Scripps CEO Adam Simpson will now present the trophy to Faizan.
Faizan Zaki, you are the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee champion. And on behalf of the EW Scripps Company, I'm pleased, really pleased to present you with the Scripps Cup. Company, I'm pleased, really pleased to present you with the Scripps Cup. Oh, no, bruh, you gave us quite a heart attack there a couple times, Faizan. How are you feeling right now?
I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
I mean, after last year being the runner-up, what was running through your mind as you were in those final rounds?
I was just, honestly, I was just ready to get it over with. I definitely wasn't expecting this, though.
Well, you certainly answered with confidence. Mom and Dad, why don't you come on up here?
His mom, Arshia, his dad, Zaki.
Faizan, let me ask you.
Sister Zara.
When you're up there and you're answering without even asking any of the additional information, like what's going through your head?
I mean, for Kamalani, I thought I knew the word, but yeah, so, yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Mom, so what were you thinking during those final rounds?
I don't know. My mind was shut down.
Your mind was shut down. How hard has he worked to get here, especially after last year being the runner-up? How much perseverance has he had to show in order to keep studying like this?
Very hard. He has worked a lot, yes.
So, what's next for you, Faizan?
No idea. I'm probably going to stay up the entire night or something.
Oh, believe me, you will. You will. Well, Paul, why don't we send it back to you?
Wow. Congrats again to Faizan, his entire family, his mom Arshia, his dad Zaki, sister Zara, and even his grandparents watching in Hyderabad, India right now. We have our champion, and now here to celebrate it, Executive Director of the Bee, Corey Leffler. Corey, I'm thinking the bee looks pretty good at 100. How about you?
It looks absolutely amazing. That was about the most exciting ending I've ever seen, and I've been around this for 30 years.
Has your heart stopped beating yet?
Almost.
Well, we don't want it to stop. Yeah. It has been an unbelievable week. A great night tonight. So many incredible performances on stage. We want to congratulate not just Faizan, but all our finalists and their families. Corey, any final words?
Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations, Faizan. And who knows who will be the next champion? Might be you.
We'll find out in year 101. For everybody here at the 2025 Scripps National Spelling Bee, congrats to the champ and good night. We will see you next year.
The Scripps National Spelling Bee is sponsored by Delta Airlines.